God! Welcome in. You know what time it is. We haven't been here in 6 months, but guess what? We're back bringing you the official All Access Blackhawks podcast right here in the great bedroom of my great producer, TJ Walsh. Welcome in here. I am Sam Piobo alongside
Mr. Robert Barton right here, right now.
And we are going to bring you a little pre-game, pre-playoff coverage here between the Blackhawks and Nashville Predators. Of course, Game 1 coming to you in about an hour and a half, 7:30 puck drop. Robert, what are you thinking before we get into anything here? What are you thinking heading into Game 1?
It's going to be a very, very physical game. Nashville is going to have their eyes on one very, very specific returning player. Don't think I need to say the name.
Well, I want to say the name because we're going to have to talk about that. Patrick Kane, originally a broken clavicle about 6-7 weeks ago. The Blackhawks originally said he would be out for 12 weeks. He was not out for 12 weeks. He is making his return for Game 1. Robert, if I would have told you that Patrick Kane 7 weeks ago would be available for the first game of the NHL playoffs, what would you have said?
That you were crazy and you were going to have to wait till at least the Western Conference Finals.
Right, I'm a dumbass, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Patrick Kane is going to be back after a broken collarbone.
No.
Well, guess what? He's back.
He is back, baby.
And any worries?
Oh, of course. You know, any smart hockey fan knows that any smart sports fan in general knows you can't bring a player back from surgery after an injury like that fast without there being repercussions.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, Patrick Kane is a vital player for the Hawks, as we know.
Oh, very.
One thing, though, that I do believe is that they would not risk bringing Patrick Kane back if he was not ready. The doctors had to clear him. In this day and age of hockey, and of all sports, really, you need to be cleared by multiple doctors. You need to be cleared for contact first, and then you need to be cleared for actual playing atmosphere. And Patrick Kane was cleared both times, both ways. He's available for Game 1. Therefore, I'm not that worried.
But there's got to be that slight worry in the back of someone's head. I mean,
probably himself.
Yeah. I mean, he said it before. He doesn't want to go out there. The minute it was announced he was coming back, he said in an interview he doesn't want to risk hurting himself
Absolutely
more.
Not.
And because we've seen it for the last few weeks of the regular season, our scoring has been garbage. Awful. You can't win games by scoring 1 or 2 goals unless your defense is phenomenal, and our defense is garbage. Our defense is not working right now.
Well, of course, Game 1 in Nashville at 7:30, like we said. Predators, the best home record in the NHL during the regular season.
And that is frightening.
And you know what's funny? I mean, you talk about these guys getting a home ice advantage. It's really not really the case all the time because they don't really fill up the place.
No, they don't.
Now, speaking of filling up the place, I want to go into a little bit of a controversy going around about the communist organization called the Nashville Predators. Their owners and front office are trying to keep the Chicago Blackhawks fans from entering their arena, let alone cheering during the national anthem, which, okay, they're in an opposing team's building. I understand.
Yes.
But to try to keep a team's fans out of the building who pay their hard-earned money.
And the thing is, they're not the only team doing it. The Lightning are doing it. The Senators are doing it.
That's a damn shame because I really like the Tampa Bay Lightning.
And I really like the Ottawa Senators too. I mean, it's upsetting to see that these teams are really treating the other teams like this. It's the NHL. It's hockey. We're supposed to be a classy company, a classy league, pretty much.
Well, see, Nashville sees it as disrespectful that the Hawks fans come into their building and cheer during the national anthem. That I completely agree with. Yes. You're an opposing team's building. If you do it in your own building, that's completely
You have to respect
fine.
that building's traditions.
Absolutely. If you're going to do it in Nashville Predators building, you're classless. You got to stand there. You got to do what they do. You don't ruin the moment for everybody else who's standing there. If you're at the United Center, completely different story.
Yes.
Cheer as loud as you possibly
can. When you and I went to the game, even the Colorado Avalanche fans were cheering during the national anthem. They at least respect our tradition of cheering for the national anthem.
And, I mean, another thing is trying to keep Hawks fans out would probably be the stupidest business decision of a life.
They're not going to have any fans in there.
Think of how much revenue you're making if you're selling out the place with Predators fans and the thousands of Blackhawks fans that want to travel into there.
Granted, yes.
Not to mention all the beer we drink.
Yes, exactly. So you got beer drinkers. And yes, just because we would have more fans than you there doesn't mean you have to keep us out.
Well, check this out. I read something earlier. Nashville, actually, they're selling some tickets at a grocery store to try to keep Blackhawks fans from buying their tickets at at local grocery stores.
Wow.
But StubHub is trying to get Blackhawks fans in.
Good. StubHub has the right idea, yeah.
No wonder why I bought their Bears tickets last season. Good job, StubHub. I mean, you got to realize here, that's a terrible thing to do.
Yeah.
To a team, to people who are just trying to support their team. Just because you guys can't support your team, why do you have to make us, as one of the top fan bases in the NHL, suffer and not be able to sit in your crappy building anyway?
A buddy of mine, his brother, who is a diehard Hawks fan, was in Nashville at one point, and he literally went to a Blackhawks Nashville game.
Yeah.
And he said even then there were way more Hawks fans than there were Predators fans.
Oh, absolutely. It's United Center, what is that? Southeast?
Yes.
I guess you say. I don't know. Blackhawks fans are getting in.
Yes.
They're going to be in.
No matter what.
I went on this Facebook page. Those of you who are listening, I know a few of you have seen this page too. It's called, Invade Nashville.
Yes.
I liked the page myself, but somebody made it, I want to say 2 days ago, and within the first day...
See, I think I know what you're talking about.
Had over 1,000 likes.
I'm one of them.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the folks who are listening are fellow likers of that page as well.
Did you see some guy commented an easy way to get for a Hawks fan in Chicago to get around
excellent.
It? Oh yeah, and he's right too. That's an easy way to do it.
It is.
Just basically you put down a fake address.
Okay,
almost.
you actually change your address according to your credit card to an area in the state of Tennessee, and after you get back from the game, when you buy the tickets with your credit card, it shows up that you live in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get back, because you don't want to change it back before you go to the game, because they might be idiots or scan your ticket or something, or your credit card or some way you're there. So when you get back, you change your billing address or credit card address back to your original one, and boom, you got into the Blackhawks game in Nashville.
Yep.
It's much more complicated than that. But I'm also making it sound very hard, the way I'm describing it. I'm not completely sure, but that's pretty much the gist of it. It's a cool thing. I mean, the guy went on the page and completely word for word, step for step, told people how to get Blackhawks tickets.
Yep.
Well
it was
done,
funny.
sir.
Yep.
Well done.
I think I even commented, well done, my good friend.
And if those of you who are listening would like to comment on anything we're saying, there is a comment section on the right side of your screen. Thank you, TJ. On the right side of your screen, any questions you may have for us, give us a little comment. We'll say them on the air. We'll tell you what we think. And, pretty much the gist there. So, we're just getting started here on All Access Blackhawks. And I want to keep talking about Patrick Kane.
Oh, yeah.
How
can you not?
So, let's talk about Patrick Kane. I
actually have something to bring up about Patrick Kane.
Let's hear it.
All right. So, I feel like the same thing could possibly happen with Patrick Kane, like what happened with Derrick Rose.
Absolutely not.
Oh, no.
Why not? Like, what if? There's that what if. What if he gets slammed into the boards again?
Okay, here, I'm going to lay something down on you here. So, a broken clavicle and a knee are two completely different body parts. One heals better than the other. Knees can be nagging injuries. I think back to 2010, Brian Campbell. He came back for the Blackhawks from a broken collarbone in about, 4 or 5 weeks.
Wow.
He's been fine.
Yeah.
Now, nobody has ever ruined their career via a collarbone injury. That's just me, though. I mean, knock on wood here. I don't know if you can hear that, but I just knocked on some wood. I hope that never happens. I don't think it will. But
see,
of course, there's always that little chance.
You've also got to take into consideration the type of team Nashville is. They're the type of team that'll go out there, they'll play dirty to get their way. They will not stop hitting anyone in their way. The Blackhawks don't have a team like that. We don't have a hard-hitting team. Nashville, especially someone the size of Shea Weber, you see him coming at you, you better do something to get your ass out of the way because he's going to hurt. He's a truck going at full speed. Oh, you're going to get hurt.
Sure. But, I mean, Kane, as a player who's coming back from injury, he realizes, or as a star player on the Hawks, he realizes that he's always gunned for anyway. He's always trying to be smashed against the wall. Every team is going to try to take out the big team, the
greatest players,
the other team's star player. It's a natural occurrence.
Marion Hossa in 2012.
Rafi.
Yeah. Rafi effing Torres.
Is he even in the league anymore?
He plays for San Jose, I think.
I thought he was out for the season last season. Hopefully,
I was hoping he was.
But where were we here?
Talking about Patrick Kane still.
Yeah, I know. Where were we at, though?
We were at Derrick Rose.
That's
done. Yeah, we were past that.
You got me backed up now. Anyway, no, Patrick Kane is back for the Hawks, and he's going to be a huge factor because the Hawks haven't been scoring.
See, what I don't get, though, we're benching Vermette for the first game.
Because he sucks.
Oh, granted, yeah, but he
has come in and done absolutely nothing.
If he works with someone like Patrick Kane, I think he could get maybe not as many goals, but he'll start racking up assists left and right. Yeah. If he works on the same line with Patrick Kane, because we all know you set Patrick Kane up with the right play, he's going to score. You set Patrick Kane up with
freaking Ben Smith, and he'll score a goal.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who you set him up with.
You can set him up with a rookie. Doesn't matter what rookie it is. Put him on the line with Tavo.
The fact is, Antoine Vermette does not deserve to play right now, and he's not going to play until Q told him to be ready. He'll play during the series. Don't get me wrong. We give up a first damn pick for him. He's going to play, and if he doesn't start scoring, I'm going to shit bricks because you gave up a first-round pick for this guy, and he's not doing a damn thing. What does he have, 2 assists?
3.
Is it? Oh, excuse me, 3 assists. I don't know. The fact is, the guy has done about as much as Kimmo Timonen, who is a 40-year-old person.
Yeah.
That's completely unacceptable.
He's almost the age as his jersey number.
I know Antoine Vermette has had some problems. I heard with his wife and baby, or I don't know what it is.
But even with those, you can't let those get in the way. When Patrick Kane's father passed away, rest in peace, he didn't let the grandfather?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, my bad. I'm sorry. When his grandfather
Patrick Kane's
passed away,
dad is still living.
Did that let that get to him? Did Patrick Kane let that get to him?
Off.
Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure he scored the next game.
He did. I think he scored that game too.
Yeah.
There
you go.
The fact is, Patrick Kane is back, and he's going to help this team tremendously.
Yes.
We're going to take our first break here on All Access Blackhawks. We're just getting started. Coming up, we're going to be talking about some other playoff series, as well as continuing our talk with the Chicago Blackhawks. You're listening to All Access Blackhawks. Stay with us.
That's why we play so hard.